Hi, friends. Welcome to Lesson 17, Session 2. And if you don't have your math packet with you, go get it now, along with a pencil. And the page we're working on is this one that you're looking on your screen, and it starts on page 381. So if you need to go get your packet, hit pause, and then come back when you're ready. Okay, so I'm going to go through this a little bit. This lesson today is going to be very specific about the strategies that I want you to try to use the math problems with. So we'll go through a couple together, and then you will see that there are number paths being used. So that's going to be our primary focus for the day. But I also want you guys to remember that when we do our math, I teach you different strategies and you work with what works best for you. I want it to be easy for you, definitely not harder. But I do need to see your brains on paper. I can't just have you put the answer down. I need to see how you think. Here we go. Jenny gets 15 prizes from the piñata. Oh, yum. Ken gets 6 prizes from the piñata. How many fewer prizes does Ken get than Jenny? One more time. Jenny gets 15 prizes from the piñata. Ken gets 6 prizes from the piñata. How many fewer prizes does Ken get than Jenny? So we need to think about what is the problem about? Well, it's about a piñata and a couple of lucky kids, and they both get prizes, but Jenny gets some and Ken gets some, and Jenny has more. But we are trying to figure out, we're trying to break the puzzle and figure out how many fewer prizes does Ken get. So let's look at our important information. So Jenny gets 15 prizes. It's a lot. Okay. And then, oh, there it goes. And then it says Ken gets 6 prizes. All right. And then we are trying to figure out how many fewer prizes does Ken get than Jenny? How many of you remember what the word fewer means? Yep, it means less. So if we are talking fewer, if we are talking less, is that addition or subtraction? Right on. It is subtraction. So on our number sentence, it's going to be Jenny's 15 prizes minus Ken's 6 prizes equals something. And our mystery box is going to be the number of how many fewer does Ken get. How many fewer prizes does Ken get? So we could totally do a number bond on this one. We didn't do a number bond on the last lesson. So we have 15 minus 6. And if you remember, when we subtract, do we start with a part or do we start with a whole? Tell me. We start with a whole. So what's the whole here? Is it 15 or 6? Yep, it's 15, which means that 6 is one of the parts. And this is our mystery number. This is how many fewer Ken gets. And part plus part equals whole. So 6 plus something equals 15. So I'm going to do this a couple of ways. So first of all, I am just going to draw some circles for prizes. So Jenny gets 15. I'm just quickly going to draw 15. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to squeeze one in there. So that's 15. And let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count with me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good. Okay. Remember, pause at any time. And Ken has 6 prizes. So I'm going to line his up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So then we have to match up our partners. I'll choose red. We're going to match up our partners because this is the amount that they got that was the same. They each got at least 6. But look at how many more Jenny got. Let's count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 more prizes. She almost got 10 more prizes. So that means that Ken would have needed to get 9 more to have the same as Jenny. So he got 9 fewer presents than Jenny did. So 15 minus 6 equals 9. Okay. And then real quickly, this is a super good one to do a number path on. And if you just want to watch me on this one, you can. So I know that I'm only going to be going to 15 on my number path. So as usual, well, this time I'm going to start here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When you draw your own number paths, if you don't put squares around them, you need to be sure that you give enough space so that you don't get your work mixed up. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to run out of room. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay. So 15 minus 6 equals something. So this is before we knew what the answer was. So 15 minus 6 equals something. So here's 15. And I'm going to go straight to 10. I'm going to make a 10 to subtract. So how many did I jump from 15 to 10? I jumped 5. Yep. So I'm supposed to take away 6, but I already took away 5. So how many more jumps do I need to make in order to have 6 jumps down? 5 plus blank equals 6. 1 more. Good. And here it is. This is 5 jumps and 1 jump. That's minus 6. 15 minus 5 minus 6 is 9. So at the bottom of your paper, you need to be sure. Oh, that's funny. It isn't. There's no answer on this one, but that's okay. 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 One of Allie's favorite things in the whole wide world, cats. Allie and her kittens. 7 cats sleep in the box. More cats join them. Now there are 11 cats. How many more cats join? 7 cats sleep in the box. More cats join them. Now there are 11 cats. How many more cats join? So friends, the better you get at knowing your math fact families to 10 and to 20, you'll do better. So there's 7 cats sleeping. More cats join. Do we know how many more? Nope, but we know there's more. So this is our mystery number. And then there are 11 cats, right? So 7 cats plus, because more cats join, so you're adding, you're not subtracting. 7 plus something is 11. Okay, so let's see. So they want us to get to 10. So 7 plus how many equals 10? You should say 3. Good. So then we're at 10. 7 plus 3 is 10. We got to 10. And then we know that there's 11 cats. So 10 plus how many more is 11? Okay, good. So how many cats did we add? 3 cats plus 1 more cat? Yep, 4 cats. 4 kitty paws. So if we had a number bond, we know we had 7 and we know there was 11. 11 take away 7 is 4. 7 plus 4 is 11. So we did a good job. You just need to do what works for you. Remember, pause when you need to. Please don't get frustrated. Okay. Some flowers are in Rena's garden. Oh my gosh, you guys, some flowers. So that's our mystery number right off the bat. Whenever we see some, we do not know. Some flowers are in Rena's garden. Rena picks 8. Now there are 5 flowers. How many flowers were in the garden to start? Oh, some flowers are in Rena's garden. Rena picks 8. Oops, I need to circle this. Rena picks 8. Now there are 5. How many flowers were in the garden to start? Okay, so friends, if there were flowers and Rena picks them, are we taking flowers away or are we adding them? We're taking them away. So this is a subtraction problem. Whoops, that was a whoopsie. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, we're taking flowers away. So this is a minus problem. So some flowers, here's our mystery number, minus, how many did Rena take away? 8 equals 5 flowers left. Okay, so we can do a number bond. And when we do a number bond and we know that we are subtracting, do we start with a part or do we start with a whole? Good, we always start with a whole. Do we know what the whole number is? Not really, but we know that it's some. Okay, we don't know that number. So we have the other 2 parts. And some of you are going to say, oh, it's 8 plus 5. You're right. It is 8 plus 5 equals the whole. Part plus part equals whole. But let's look here. So what numbers do we have? We have 8 and we have 5. So let's use those numbers to see how many flowers were in the garden originally. So here are the 5 flowers that were left. Here are the 5 flowers that are left. Here are the 8 flowers that Rena picked. So let's go ahead and fill those in. Here's the 8 flowers. Now remember, I have to make a 10 to add, so I have to finish this 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice job. So if these are the flowers that were left, and these are the flowers that Rena picked, how many did she start with? What do we have here? We have 110. How many do we have here? 3. Friends, how many did she start with? 13. So that means that 13 flowers were in the garden. Rena picked 8, and then there were 5. 13 flowers were in the garden. Rena picked 8, and then there were 5. Nice job. Okay, the last one on your page before you experiment with the practice on your own. And we have crayons, and I love crayons. Okay, and for some reason, sometimes when I write too high or too low on the page, those pictures don't disappear. Okay, Aram is his name. Aram and Ray, or Aram. Aram has 11 crayons. Aram has 6 more crayons than Ray. How many crayons does Ray have? Aram has 11 crayons. Aram has 6 more crayons than Ray. How many crayons does Ray have? Wow. Okay, so Aram has 11 and he has more crayons than Ray. So Ray has less, Aram has more. So we need to figure out how many more crayons Aram has than Ray. So we're starting off with 11. Okay, 11. And we're taking away 6 because that's how many more crayons Aram has than Ray. So we're making a 10 to add. And if we make a 10 to add, we're jumping 1, right? And if I take 1 away from 6, that's going to leave me 5 more jumps. And 10 minus 5 is 5. I hope you see that. So how many jumps did we make to get from 11 to 5? 1 plus 5. So to figure out how many we have, 11 take away 6 is 5. They took away 6 crayons. There's 1 crayon, and 5 more is 6, and that gives us 5. So Ray has 5 crayons. And you could have also done it even though they really wanted you to use a number path this time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If Aram has 11 crayons and he has 6 more than Ray, how many does Ray have? Boom. Because 5 plus 6 more equals 11. Nice job. Okay. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to go through these problems on your own, and then we will come back together and we will solve them. But right now, I want you to hit pause, and I only want you to do these 2 pages. So hit pause now, and then come back and hit play when you're ready. Okay. So I am going to go through these quickly. And it's not letting me. It's not letting me. There we go. Scroll. 8 bottles have milk. 4 bottles have juice. How many bottles in all? 8 bottles have milk. 4 bottles have juice. How many bottles in all? So here are 8 bottles of milk. Let's do 4 bottles of juice. 1, 2. We have to finish the 10. 3, 4. So we have 1 10, 2. 8 plus 4 equals what, friends? Yep, 8 plus 4 equals 12 bottles of milk. That's a lot of milk. All right. Okay, so we can look at 2 problems at the same time. Okay, 17 coloring pages are on the table. Tanya colors some. There are 9 pages left. How many pages does Tanya color? So 17, take away 9 because those are the numbers that we know, equals how many? So 17 minus something is going to equal 9. 17 minus something is going to equal 9. Well, I am going to make a 10 to subtract. So 17 jumping all the way down to 10. I know that there are 7 jumps between 17 and 10. And then I need to get to 9 because there are 9 left, and that is 1 jump. So how many did we jump? 7 plus 1 equals 8. So that means that Tanya colored 8 pages. 8 plus 9 is 17. All right. Isabella and Ryan. Isabella has 12 balls. Ryan has 5 balls. How many fewer balls, subtraction, does Ryan have than Isabella? Well, they already put Isabella's balls here. They put Ryan's balls here. We need to match them up, right? And these are the ones that do not have any pairs. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Batman's whining for dinner. 5, 6, and 7. So there are 7 blocks, excuse me, 7 balls that Isabella has that Ryan does not. Ryan would need 7 more to have the same amount. So he has 7 fewer balls. All right, let's keep going. Oh, one more. I almost went too far, friends. Sophia and Olaf. Sophia has 8 more marbles than Olaf. Olaf has 7 marbles. How many marbles does Sophia have? Sophia has 8 more marbles, 8 more marbles than Olaf. Olaf has 7 marbles. How many marbles does Sophia have? So Sophia has 8 more, so that's plus. 8 more than Olaf. Olaf has 7. So it's 7 plus 8. 8 plus 7 is the same. Okay. So if we make a 10, 8 plus 2 equals 10. Okay. 8 plus 2 equals 10. If I take 2 out of there, I need to still add 5 more to make my 7. And then 10 plus 5 equals 15. Sophia has 15 marbles. I hope you guys got that. You did a great job. So, whatever the end of your day takes you to, I want you to have a great afternoon. Bye, friends.